Welcome to Hello Hot Springs, the weekly television show that brings you everything about hot springs, past, present, and future. Hey, my name is John Cooksey.
Lydia Vidonagay.
And welcome to Hello Hot Springs.
We've got a great show. We're good.
We have a little live action going on. We have Dean Agus and Bob Nagy and Kevin are sitting in, and he's going to perform a song. He's part of Rocktoberfest.
I can't wait.
And he's going to talk about it later. So in the meantime, let's give him a round of applause and see Dean and the boys. All right, go for it, guys.
Sunday morning, I'm surrounded by this gloom. Without your sweetness to fill up the room. You know you hurt me one too many times now. Now I fight to stay alive, babe. I can't help myself, my mind is running wild. Oh, from the moment I know that you wanted to be with me, babe. Sometimes I wonder how I'll ever make it through the nights without you. Another evening, nothing ever makes no perfect sense. Ooh, I can't control these thoughts of you. You control my mood, maybe. You control my groove, lady. Well, I guess there's nothing left for me to prove to you. Can we figure it out now? All that we've been missing, can we figure it out? What we've been missing in our love. Ooh. Well, it all comes back to you. It all comes back to you. Always keeps coming back to you. It all comes back to you. It all comes back to you. It always keeps coming back to you. Give me the bass down. Whoa. Can we figure it out? All that we've been missing, can we figure it out? What we've been missing, 'cause it all comes back to you. It all comes back to you. It always keeps coming back to you. It all comes back to you. Ooh, it all comes back to you. It always keeps coming back to you. Keeps coming back to you. Ooh, always. Keeps coming back to you, yeah. Coming back to you.
That was great.
See, I think that's true except for money. It's not necessarily the case. Boy, Dean, how's everything going for you, buddy?
Man, I couldn't be any better right now.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well, we're going to have you on the show in a minute and talk about Rocktoberfest with an R. We're excited about that, huh? You must be too.
I'm excited. This whole week is great. I call it Rocktoberfest week, and got lots going on, and I'm surrounded by great musicians everywhere I go. So,
All right. All right.
great people. You guys are some of my favorite
Well,
people.
and you too. You
Thank
too.
you. Thank
Well,
you for having me on.
all right. Well, Lydia.
And they just kind of threw that together.
Yeah, they did. They
Like in 5
practiced
minutes.
We've been working
10
hard on
seconds.
that.
Working hard on
Those
it.
3 chords, yeah. So, how was your week going?
My week was fantastic. Of course, this weekend I was in Georgia celebrating the big 65th anniversary of my grandparents.
Oh,
and so
that's fantastic.
I stayed 3 different places, 3 different nights.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just travel.
It was a whirlwind
I find
trip.
that as the weather has gotten colder, I get this 2 or 3 days where I go into rapid hibernation mode. All I want to do is sleep, and I just can't get out of yawning. And then I come
Then
to.
you snap
after a
out of
while.
it.
Yeah. How about
Good.
yourself?
Well, that's like 3 days out of every week.
Oh, for
of
you?
my life.
Yeah.
Like all all year round.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to say hi to Mama Clem out there with Peters Flooring and Paint, and they sponsored a video that we played last year about a hill, spooky kind of hill, where you put your car in neutral and it
that's
goes
right.
uphill.
Yeah.
Magnet
Oh,
Street.
that's neat.
So let's take a look at that
Okay.
right now.
We are just rolling uphill. That is insane. We are going uphill.
This video is brought to you by Peters Paint and Flooring for all your paint, flooring, and window treatment needs. 1217 Malvern Avenue. I've always loved crazy stuff on YouTube, especially things like gravity hills, where cars appear to magically go uphill with no power from the car. I never gave it much thought in the town of Hot Springs until I drove by an empty, abandoned road with a sign on it that got me to thinking. The road seemed pretty level and there was not a soul on it. I was curious by that street name and I felt pulled to go there and see what would happen. So I coasted to the end of the road, turned the car around, and put it in neutral. Then I let my foot off the gas, and lo and behold, the car appeared to go uphill all by itself. Things got even weirder when I went home to look up the street on Google Maps, and it wasn't even there. So just to make sure I hadn't entered a Twilight Zone episode, I called a friend who knows much more about cars and coasting than I do. We are here with Monty Eberhardt from American Tire and Wheel. Monty is also famous and known for being a giant leprechaun
Been there, done that.
and Santa Claus.
Been there, done that.
And what else am I missing?
Half crazy. That's
Oh, and
pretty
half
good.
crazy. So we are going to go today with Monty to go to a street. It's a street actually called Magnet Street. Well, let's go. We're
Let's
going
see what's
to take this little electric car. You can see the slight uphill in the distance there. And what you're going to do is go to the end of the road where you see here and turn the car around. Your face this way. Don't turn off your engine. Put the car in neutral. Then take your foot off the brake. Now I should add, if you go too far back, you may have to put it in drive for a second before putting it in neutral to give yourself a little head start.
Yeah, no gas. Hands off the wheel. We are going uphill. We are going uphill. Yeah. We are absolutely going uphill.
Yeah. I mean, we are just rolling uphill.
Uphill, yeah.
Wow.
Magnet Street. And this is why I think they called it Magnet Street.
My feet are completely back up by the seat, and we are going uphill.
Look at
Holy
the,
mackerel.
shoot right down the center of that. That is insane. We are going uphill.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never heard anybody in 30 years that I've been here, I've never heard anybody talk about this. I don't think anybody knows about this.
No,
Yeah, that's the key.
I know.
Soon to change.
Because we don't want everybody running over to Magnet Street, we're just going to give you clues on how to get there. Clue number 1, look at this very old map of the city of Hot Springs. Pay attention, and there's a clue on how to get to Magnet Street. Clue number 2, there's a road between Magnet Street and Park Avenue. Nothing on the gas.
No power.
So from the end of Magnet Street, you can make the argument that you can get from the end of Magnet Street to, well, let's see if we can get to Park
See how
Avenue.
far we go to Park
I have
Avenue.
never- If you look at the street sign earlier in this video, there's a clue there. Or you can always ask in the comments section of this video. So what makes a car seemingly go uphill by itself? Is it some magnetic rocks in the earth? Is it an illusion or a mysterious force of nature? Perhaps we'll never know, but in the meantime, we can have fun with it.
This is the real deal. We are going uphill with no power, using nothing. Right here in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Make sure you visit the wonderful staff at Peters Paint and Flooring for all your paint, flooring, and window treatment needs.
All right, we are
Yeah.
back. And are you going to try that Magnet Street, Dean?
The what?
The Magnet Street where you go uphill?
Yeah.
I was just Googling it again. I was like, maybe it's on there now, and it's still not.
It's still not?
Like,
well, you
you
have to
can't-
figure out Magnet Street.
Yeah.
So today we have Dean Agus with Rocktoberfest. He played earlier today. So talk to us about this event coming up October 26th, which is a festival here. Second year in a row. What can you tell us?
This is still this festival's still a baby. You know, it's our second year, and we're trying to build momentum here. I think it's we're getting a lot of feedback this year. Last year, I'll tell you what, it's amazing how much you can get done when you have more time. Last year, I thought about this in August. So here I am. Yeah. I had 2 months to prepare. We still had a good turnout, but I think this year's going to quadruple that. We're very excited about how it's going to work out. We actually have...
Yeah, it's super affordable. It's $10 to get in.
$10 to get in.
20% of the proceeds go toward Jackson House and First Step.
That's right. We're trying to help them out as well.
Now tell us about the pre-party on Friday, though.
We're having a pre-party this Friday night at the Blitz Pig Barn Grill. All ages are welcome there.
That a little, just so we don't...
sorry,
Let's get
I'm
a
not even
close-up on
looking
that
at it.
again. But we had a little glare. Houston, can you cut into that, please? There we go.
All ages are welcome.
All right.
And what we're trying to do is we're selling our T-shirts, which we have one here. We want, I'll show you guys the T-shirt. If you buy one of these, you get to get in free. So if you're wearing it, then you get to get in free.
Wow.
It's $20 for the shirt, and you wear it to the $10 event and get in free. So that's great.
Absolutely.
Super fun.
So there's 12 and under, kids 12 and under get in free. If you're wearing a T-shirt, you get in free.
And tell everybody where it is.
This will be at the historic Farmers Market, Orange Street. I want to say 121, something like that, close to it. I didn't memorize
Broadway, Orange, all of that.
Orange,
good.
Right. But again, we picked the same location because it went so great last year.
Yeah.
And we got 10 bands performing. So
yeah, it was a great lineup. And you're in Crash Meadows.
Quite a...
Which one? West
yeah,
Jeans?
this year we have
West Jeans is quite a blues
West Jeans
player.
and Seth Freeman are both fantastic. They both tour everywhere, all over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Regionally and all over the world, actually. And these guys are fantastic. This is going to be their reunion show. They're excited to play with each other. It's been 7-8 years, I think, since they played together. So you guys do not want to miss these two guys. I mean, they're just amazing. Top guns on lead guitar, and they'll blow your mind. And then if I could run down the list, we've got De France. Actually, they had a chance to open up for Bon Jovi this year, and so they're a good band as well. And you catch Little Skinny Band, another great young gun. He was also an American Idol at one time.
Very cool.
And he's come a long ways. And we've got Recognizer, who won the Battle of the Bands at the Blitz Pig earlier this year to earn the right to get in here. So lots going on. Solstice is a great band. They played last year. Crash Meadows, heard a little bit about them. It's actually my band, right? So I'm performing this year.
Used to play with you.
Yeah, he's actually in both bands, Crash Meadows and Solstice, so you get to hear him in both. He sings for that band and plays guitar for mine. McEwen is another, everyone knows these guys. They've been playing for a while, and they've known all over the state. Real popular band, McEwen. Hooker Red, everyone knows them as well. Popular band in Hot Springs. No Fronts, good friends of ours, and they actually made the top 3 of the Battle of the Bands earlier this year and got in as well. And
Exit from Dark.
Exit from Dark is the first band that is going to be playing. We're hoping the gates will open at 2:30 if we're prepared, if all the vendors. So speaking of vendors, we got lots of
food and bouncy houses,
that's right.
funnel cakes, merch
for kids, for people of all ages. And I also want to mention our special.
The $10 admission fee helps Jackson House out. Is that correct?
Yeah, it helps the Jackson House and the First Step School, as a matter of fact. So we're giving, and I'm going to do a little contest with all the vendors and set up little jars and see whoever collects the most at every vendor, and I'm going to give them a special surprise at the end of the night.
And we're going to come back and talk about this. Speaking of special surprises, I'd like to give away 2 of these tickets. Yeah. So I'm going to give you the number. You'd have to write it down. And while we play, I have the clips. You haven't even seen these clips from last year. I got a chance to take my camera, and I was only able to get there the first 20 minutes of the festival. So it's just getting going.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a little light on the turnout. The very first band got up. But you can see a few of the clips. We'll play that. But before we play that, the number, the first person who calls in, 501. You can't be friends or family of the staff. Yeah, 501-318-4117. We're giving away 2 tickets here at Hot Springs Broadcast Network. 501-318-4117. First one calls gets 2 of these tickets. We're $10 each, and we'll accept that call while we play the video from last year, a little bit of Oktoberfest. That's 501-318-4117. Call for free tickets, first person who calls in. Thanks. Roll that, Houston, of last year's Oktoberfest. All right. Coming back here. So this is a kid-friendly event.
Very kid-friendly. All ages are welcome to come, and we're going to have security. We're going to have fun things for the kids to do, like we mentioned, the Bago, as you saw in the video, which is, by the way, very good job on that.
What made you decide to hold this festival in October?
Well, I think it went well with the theme. The Rocktober was the number one thing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had 2 months to prepare last year.
Right.
So it had to be in October to make it work, and I'm attentively going to pick the last Saturday of every year is kind of where it's going to be.
Beautiful time to be outside in Hot Springs.
I think so.
It's exciting.
We're actually going to have some special celebrity guests show up as well. We're not going to give that away, though.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to stick around for that. The limo, we're going to pull up and have a Rocktober red carpet moment.
Very cool.
So Bon Jovi's coming. No, I don't want to start rumors. Yeah.
No, we can't give that away.
Bruce
But
Springsteen,
I will tell you a guest that we will have there is a guy by the name of Duke Cunningham.
Okay.
If you haven't heard of him, you've heard of the movie Top Gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is the real-life character that Tom Cruise
Yes.
played in the movie.
Heard of him.
Cool.
And he will be there selling his book. He's one of the highly decorated pilots of all time in the history of the United States.
Fantastic.
He will be there selling his book, signing autographs, and taking pictures. You got to meet this guy. It's a bucket list thing, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Duke
you got to
Cunningham.
meet the Mr. Top Gun
Right.
and get your picture. with
Exactly.
him.
He's an awesome guy, too. His wife's going to be there as well, Sharon, and she is actually I believe the first woman that was hired by NASA. So that's
Wow.
They both have history together.
Wow.
That's cool.
A very cool couple. So they'll be there, as well as many other people that you guys got to show up and meet because I can't give it all away.
Right.
It's got to be there.
So
Show up.
tell everybody about the time and date again. The 28th.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
The
3
26th.
to 9.
3 to
3 to
10.
3
9:30.
p.m. is when the band starts.
Okay.
And we
get it
actually
later. I got
have
it.
the bands start at 3, and we have the place till midnight. We're hoping it's all done around the 10 o'clock hour is kind of where we're at on that. We will have a special guest, DJ Chucky P. Will be playing music in between bands.
Cool.
And our event host will be Anthony Island, and Jerry Lewis will meet us later in the evening.
And how's the weather looking for Saturday?
The only day that we might have a slight bit of sprinkle, maybe in the morning, but I think it's not going to hurt anything.
It's covered over there. A lot of it's covered.
Yeah, we are in a safe area. I mean, the show will go on, I guarantee you.
Good.
With rain or shine, but I'm expecting everything to work out. I'm very confident and very optimistic. So.
Well, fantastic. It's going to be a great time. Rocktoberfest this Saturday at the Farmers Market Pavilion, 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Lots of bands, great. Lots of food, bring the kids. And I also want to tell you that we're going to get them up here in a couple minutes, playing again, doing another song.
Let's do it.
But I want to let you know about Michelle Crandall. A couple years ago, she came out with this movie, asked me to film it, but she wrote it and directed, got all the actors together, and it was called Cocktails for Two, based on an old 1920s piece of music about somebody who falls in love and gets sort of drunk at the same time in love. And so she took this old piece of music and created this film. And I just did the filming work and the drone work. She did everything else. I did a little editing, but she gets credit for all this. It's a little 2-minute short film.
Yeah,
And when we
see
play
it.
this, Dean can get all ready to get up there and play again. So here we go with Cocktails for Two. Check it out.
Always a technical.
All right, little technical
That's okay.
difficulty. We're gonna see if we can get some sound on that.
Cool.
I'm not sure what the deal is. We had a little tech.
Do we have a winner for the tickets?
Yeah, but we're calling them back. Yeah.
We're gonna call
I
them back.
recognize that it's somebody we know because we're live on the air. Yeah. So anyway, they're warming up over there. And Houston, how are you doing on that other cocktails for two?
He's over there mixing up a cocktail.
Probably right now.
Not running the soundboard.
Yeah.
No, it's great.
All right. Well, let's go. Is audio working on Dean over there? Let's throw it to Dean with Bob Nagy, and they're gonna do it in E. And Bob's gonna
We'll jam something they
pick
know.
up. Yeah. Here we go.
And it is. Here come a flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju, I thought he was holy roller. He got head down to his knees. Got to be a joker, 'cause he do what he please. Yeah.
Something suspect.
He wear no shoe shine, he got Trojan football, he got monkey finger, he shoot Coca-Cola, he said, I know you, you know me. The one thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now, yeah, over me. He got production, he got Walrus combo, he got almost cyber, he won spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee. I do believe just don't check up to make you believe. Come together right now, yeah, over me. Hey, roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he want mojo filter, he said, warning, warning, warning street. Got to be good looking, 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now, yeah, over me.
Let's talk a little bit about the top tone.
Over me, over me, yeah. We go together. Ooh, we go together. Come together. We go together. We go together. Come together. Right now, come together. Right now, yeah. Come together. Right now, yeah. Over me.
I'll tell you,
right.
that is amazing. They have never played that song together
No,
before.
that's
Never.
so cool.
Never. You guys sounded.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dean,
Universe somewhere.
Lisa wants to know who the Top Gun guy is called. What's his name?
What's his name? It's Duke Cunningham.
Duke Cunningham. When is he going to be there on Saturday?
He will be there all day. He's going to have a booth, and he's going to be selling his book and taking autographs. And
Okay.
All right.
And all that stuff.
Little thank you.
Pictures.
Thank you.
Very
Answer the
friendly guy.
people
He
there.
and his wife both will be there. So.
That's
Oh,
great.
fantastic. Well, we'll look forward to going out to Rocktoberfest this Saturday. Thanks. And before we leave, you guys, we're going to be talking here, but if you guys could just go in the other room and figure out a song to leave with. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys. So we're going to talk about stuff in town. First of all, have you been to the Doc Film Fest?
No, it's still going
It's
on.
still
I felt
going
like I
on.
missed it all because
Yeah,
I was gone
yeah.
all weekend.
Well, I've been heading out to the parties and taking some film.
I've seen your videos.
And I'll tell you, the craziest thing is, so, you know, when we do this show, we'll get about up to 2,000 views.
Sure.
You take the camera through a party and you get
Oh, yeah.
2,700 views for nothing but just popping that camera on the
right.
Steadicam. So what it
I saw you at the gambling museum. That was cool.
Oh yeah, that has to be one of the most fun places for a party, mainly because every room is different.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of rooms
I couldn't
there.
believe how cavernous
Yeah,
it was.
it's
I've
spread
never
out,
been in
yeah.
there. Very
so,
cool.
I mean, people love, even the one last night at the Superior Bathhouse. They do a great job there.
Very cool.
And it's very dark. It didn't matter. People wanted to see who was
Sure.
there, and they wanted to see themselves. So
That's great.
tonight, I think there's one at the Hale Bathhouse. And I'll probably
cool.
go by, and that's at 9:30. You have to have like a VIP ticket or a higher end ticket or pay for the party
Hale
itself.
is very VIP.
I know.
Have
Well,
you
they all-
have you eaten dinner or brunch there
I
yet?
did when they first opened. I had
Is
a
it
great
delicious?
salmon plate. It was
Oh,
really
man.
good. Yeah,
I gotta
that's
get over
yeah,
there.
You should. And so the parties are every night, but the documentaries are during the day. If you're a student, I believe you can go for free. You just
Very
go
cool.
up there and sign up. And the variety of documentaries is amazing. The other thing amazing is I was looking in the audience when I was yesterday, and I tell you that I feel that they were like full during the day. This is a weekday. They were never like
Wow.
that. So most of the people I think are from out of state actually.
Sure.
Yeah, or like 3/4.
It's a big attraction.
It really is.
That's
yeah.
super.
So look on hsdfi.org and look that on. And Trent, can you tell them to go in the green room to go through that? Because I think we're getting a little bleed over the guitars.
Little feedback.
And so what else is coming up? Renaissance Festival, November 2nd at the
Yes,
fairgrounds.
at the
And they were
fairgrounds.
on our show. If you want to find out what that's about, go back through the Hello Hot
I think
Springs.
it was probably episode 10 or 11,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
around
And
there.
they were
This is
on there.
episode 20.
Yeah, yay,
believe it.
congratulations. We've done
Thank
20.
you.
Great
Oh,
job.
it's
Yeah.
great.
And so we also have Boo with a Badge coming up October 31st.
31st,
yeah.
We missed it.
October 31st, Renaissance Festival. And do you take your kids on the Quapaw Prospect District?
Of course. We live on Prospect.
Yeah.
We're the crazy house with the spider right now. We
Right.
did a spider theme because that to me is the scariest part about fall, the spiders. So I bought over 1,500 pieces of candy this year.
Okay.
And I've got like glow-in-the-dark fangs and blood. We have kids until, I mean, last year we had that typhoon come through and knock out our power. So I had no power.
Yeah, hold
it
on
was
a second.
pouring
Can you
the
send
rain.
them into the third room? Because I'm still hearing a little bleed over.
I can't hear any of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, we
well,
gotta get yours. Yeah, goodbye.
okay.
So last year, the pouring
and
rain.
people still came to the door.
Oh, really?
I had no electricity on.
Oh, my
And
gosh.
it was pouring down rain,
Yeah.
and people still come.
It's like out of Rocky Horror, you know?
I know. Well, we have the best trick or
Did
treating.
you run out of candy?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No,
Good.
when I run out of candy, I just turn the lights off. But it's always really late.
Oh, yeah. And
And
the lights
so-
were already off. It didn't
Lights were
matter.
off, and
Yeah.
people still came to the
So
house.
you got 1,500.
But,
So
yeah.
that is a big place. I mean, what town do you have this place with old kind of restored houses that everybody has that great feel for?
No,
It's wonderful.
you know, and there's
And
probably
Eastgate
a few of them
too,
that
I think is.
Yeah, Eastgate's a big one. In fact, there was a thread on Facebook, probably on the
Mm-hmm.
Foodies Network or something, of people saying what's the best places to go, and they were saying Eastgate, and there's one off of Marion Anderson, and somebody mentioned Quapaw Prospect.
Yeah.
There's churches that have all kinds
They
of.
are. I think Gospel Light is doing
Gospel
something this
Light's
year.
doing
There's
on the
another-
27th, I think.
And there's another Harvest Fair
Yeah.
candy thing.
Oh, there's a ton.
I know,
Just
and so-
yeah, go around. I think Downtown Association
Get your
does
kids'
something.
cavities right off the
Yeah,
bat.
yeah.
No, just haven't brushed their teeth.
Right.
But it's downtown. Are they doing one this year? I don't know.
I haven't heard of it, but
I
they
haven't
always
heard of
do.
it. Well, somebody
It's-
text below the comments
Yes.
if we've forgotten one of the places to go. Text.
Yeah,
and
text
we'll-
us your
yeah.
favorite, or comment with your favorite trick-or-treating spot.
Yeah.
But Quapaw Prospect it's a good one.
Fantastic. So we got that. Go on Magnet Street if you can.
Yeah.
And then we have the film festival, the Renaissance Festival coming up. Anything coming up mid to late November?
I'm actually hosting a Toy Story 4, a free movie.
Oh, really?
Outside of Champion Christian College on November 2nd.
Wow.
And it's a fundraiser for our school just for concessions and things like that. So come hungry.
And what time of the day is
7:30. We're having a pie eating contest at 7.
Oh my gosh.
And so that's Saturday, November 2nd.
Can you use your hands? No.
We haven't decided.
No,
I don't
don't
want
let
people
them-
to have to sit through the movie with like whipped cream in their hair.
That would be the fun. Don't let them use it. Oh
And
my
we're going to
gosh.
tie everybody's hands behind their back.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're not going to do a show next week because I need a break. I've gotten behind on my videos. You know, there's a lot of people who want me to do videos and some sponsored videos and stuff. I've gotten behind.
Get behind on the sponsors, man.
I know. I know. Well, I'm doing one on Diablo's Restaurant, one on the Vault Restaurant,
Very nice.
and one on as a football coach
Wow.
at Hot Springs High. And then he's over there on the weekends doing his love. He
that's
had a
his
dream for
family.
19 years of using his grandmother's recipes.
Wow.
And it's
That's a
only
cool
open on
story.
the weekends, Saturdays at 12.
Really?
I'm sorry, Saturdays 11, Sundays at 12.
Okay.
It's 765 Park Avenue.
Park Avenue.
And
Now I hear the band.
yeah, the band's, no, that's okay. That doesn't, I don't know if people can hear it, but they're in the next
It's
room
okay.
practicing. Okay, so before we get the band out here, we're going to play a little clip from the Vault. Oh,
How
and I
exciting.
want, before we do that, I want to say hi to Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Our advisor, social media advisor guy, and all around great guy and good friend. So, all right, let's play that little clip from the Vault, and we'll be back with Dean and the band.
Customer service is everything. For me, it's the impetus of what drives the business. It really is about family and communion and relationships. You know, I have a meeting with my staff every day before we open the doors. And one of the last things I mention to everyone is remember everyone's journey when they walk through the door, just like you're walking in the door with the experiences you've carried through your day. Remember, you've got people walking through the door celebrating birthdays. You've got people celebrating anniversaries. You have people who are having just because nights. They've got babysitters for the first time in a year. You know, you have people here mourning. You have people here having reuniting after 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. It's about remembering all of those special journeys, being sensitive to what people are feeling, what it is that each individual is going through the course of their night. And I mean that. For me, it's useless, and it doesn't matter what it is you're doing from a culinary standpoint, if you can't be sensitive to what your guests are needing or experiencing from the moment they walk through the door to the minute they leave.
All right, and we are back.
We've added a bass
Yes, her
player.
name is Kimberly, and they are from the Stone Rangers is the name of their band.
Oh, how fun.
So Kevin and Kimberly, who came tonight, and you saw Kevin playing the cajon earlier today. Yeah, Stone Rangers. And so, anyway, we got them all back here, and let's get a shot of them.
The Broadway broadcast band.
The broadcast band today. All right. Look like the Beatles over there. Hey, Dean, what song are you doing today?
We're just throwing something together, something bluesy. A Clapton version of Crossroads.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right. Go for it.
Down to the crossroad, fell down on my knees.
All right. That was great.
That was
Zero
amazing.
rehearsal. That was really good.
That was really good.
And everybody ended at the same time, which she threw up there in the middle.
Right.
But as long as you end at the same time.
You're being too kind. We did our best.
I'll tell you, one of the greatest things is to have a show that 20 out of 20, we've had at least 12 musical acts. And they're all been talented. I mean,
Yeah.
out of Hot Springs here. And there's another 24 to go, you know, at least, or whatever.
And out of all 20 episodes, we haven't had one where you haven't run in front of the camera.
Oh, man, I gotta go.
At my point, I'm like,
gotta-
I will cook you dinner.
Yeah.
That was a stunt double.
Yeah, it was my stunt double. Well, okay, so the truth is, I went outside and I listened to the band on the phone to make sure everything was coming out. The bass was coming out, percussion was coming out, Bob, you were coming out, because we didn't even do a sound check on adding another person. So it was really,
this thing together.
yeah, it was really good. Let's cut to the band again one more time so we can see them over there. Let's see our beautiful band over here. Yeah, and
Newly
we don't have a
founded.
mic on Kim, so talk really loud, Kimberly. How long you been playing bass for?
Well, I've played for a few years,
Uh-huh.
but I just recently actually got pretty serious.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
Practice more.
Yeah, and Kevin over there, let's get a shot of Kevin. He's also a singer, and we're going to have the Stone Rangers on, maybe not next week because I'm not doing a show next week, but after that. And how long you been playing for, Kev?
I've been playing, I guess, since I was 13, I guess, in front of people, if you include church, but as far as secular, public, live music, since I was about 19.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to have everybody here. And Dean, just tell everybody where you're playing in the next week or two yourself.
Man, you can catch me at the Blitz Pig every week on Wednesday night. They call it Wind Down Wednesday.
Yeah, go ahead and talk in the mic when you say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wednesday nights at the Blitz Pig
Okay.
for Wind Down Wednesday. And then we have Open Sing Night, which I host it. And we don't really like to use the word karaoke, so we say Open Mic Sing Night.
Oh, open mic sing night. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
And that's also the Blitz Pig, which and then now, this thing is like...
You're struggling.
Take it out, yeah. Yeah.
All right, I think
It's the practical joke microphone.
There you go.
Hey,
Anyway,
April
yeah,
Fools. Yeah.
We're different places on the weekend. I play solo, and then I also have the Legacy Trio. We did a duo, and then also Sunday nights at the Blitz Pig, which I'm there 3 nights a week, but different things happening. Okay, Wednesday night I'm performing. Thursday night is the Open Mic Sing Night, and Sunday's been really growing at the Blitz Pig. We're doing the open acoustic stage, kind of like what we're doing here. So, and different people get up and play and sing, and it's been a lot of fun.
That's great. And Bob over there, lean into the mic and tell everybody, are you playing anywhere at the Steinhaus Keller or anything?
I played at Steinhaus Keller for many, many years. I play in a Balkan Russian gypsy polka band. So I don't play this kind of music, but you know, I'm off and on over there, but every Friday night and Saturdays too, you can catch the other pieces of the people that I play with. Oksana Pavlonis, Ukrainian violinist extraordinaire, Barbara Muller, the accordionist in town here, and Brad DeVoe, the band director over at Morningstar. He plays tuba. And anyway, we sort of mix and match people in and out of there, so you never know what's going to happen. But it's going to be interesting because it goes to all the countries of the world.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys again, and we're going to have you play on the way out. So you whisper to each other a key. And don't forget, that's Rocktoberfest this weekend, this Saturday, which is really good.
Exciting.
And I want everybody to like us on Facebook, subscribe. I also want to mention Hot Springs Realty, one of their sponsors here. And if you're looking for a house to buy or sell in town, give me a call at 501-318-4117. I'll be happy to show you something or find you something that would really be perfect. And you're going to be hanging out at Gospel Light teaching 6th grade, right?
5th and 6th grade.
All right. And we'll see you in a couple weeks here on the wonderful Hello Hot Springs.
I love it.
Thanks,
John.
We'll see you for 21 in a couple weeks. We're going to take you out with the band. You guys jam it.
You are watching the Hot Springs Broadcast Network.